All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Hit your like, tag, and share button. It's time for morning motivation. And yes, we are live this morning. Yes, I'm supposed to be flying over the Atlantic right now, but we are still here. Come on, hit your like, tag, and share button. We are live this morning. Hit your like, tag, and share button. We are live this morning. I'm your host, Pastor Dante, and this is Morning Motivation. This is Morning Motivation. We are live on this morning. Come on in, hit your like, tag, and share button. We are live this morning. Come on in. Who's gonna be the first one to say good morning? Yes. My God, Melissa. Good morning to you, Melissa. How you doing? Pray everything is going well with you. Good morning to you. Pray everything is going well. Don't forget to hit your like, Kelsey. Good morning. Yes, keep us in prayer. We're still waiting for our visa. Still waiting for our visa to make the trip. Whatever issue India is having issues with expediting the visa. So just keep it in prayer. God knows what he's doing. Be anxious for nothing. I need everybody to type that in there. Good morning, Tracy. Everybody type in there. Be anxious for nothing. It'll save your life. My God, my God. Renata, Monique, good morning. Tara, good morning. Be anxious for nothing. It will save your life. It will save your life. Be anxious for nothing. Kevin, good morning. Patricia, good morning. I'm well. He will do it. Yes, he will. Be anxious for nothing. I'm telling y'all, it'll save your life. It'll save your life. My. And to put you right where you're supposed to be. Yes, it will. Julian, good morning. George, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you all. Yes. Good morning to everyone. Tyra Burrell, good morning. Abu, good morning. Whew, I needed that. Let me repost. Be anxious for nothing and put under the subtitle, Tracy, it will save your life. Chanel, again, good morning. It will save your life. My. That's good. That's some good news right there. That's some good news right there. Yeah, Shantae, it'll save your life. Ask a few of us. A few of us know what we're talking about. I'm just telling you that right now. A few of us know what we're talking about. Tiffany Riley, good morning. Good morning. Good to see everybody coming on this morning. Well, we had a great service on yesterday. Just amazing service. I pray, Annie Brown, good morning. Jessica, good morning. I pray that everyone had a great morning, great time at their church. If you don't mind, if you're not part of New Kingdom, can you tell us what your pastor preached on yesterday so we can celebrate you? We can celebrate your service from yesterday. What did your pastor preach on yesterday? Yes, y'all did. Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. I didn't, come on, Melissa. Stop doing that. Stop, Melissa. That's Melissa Dillard on YouTube. Melissa, stop. Man. Lisa almost lost her mind. Lisa almost lost her mind. Ronette, good morning. Good morning. Ronette just got lapped 4 times by Janelle yesterday. Janelle took 4 laps around. Oh, all right. What did your pastor preach? He didn't really give a title, but he preached from Acts 22 and 23. Okay. Great service, Faith and Blue Sunday honored law enforcement. We had a question and answer with the police department. They were in the building. Amen. That's good. I like that. I like that idea. Tennille, good morning. Elder Duckett, good morning. Faith and Blue Sunday. Like that. I like that idea. Good morning. I think I might do that. I like that. Might not do it on a Sunday, but I might do it a different day. Yes, she did, Pastor. You passed the baton because Janelle was gone. Latrenda, good morning. Quanda, good morning. Good morning to all of you. Quanda, I need you to type in bold letters. It's only a test. It's only a test. Keep us in prayer, y'all. We're waiting for these visas to come in. It should come in any day, today or tomorrow. Just keep us lifted in prayer. It should be coming in very soon. Come on. Quanda, type in, it's only a test. That's good. It's only a test. My. That's what I'm talking about. It's only a test. My Quanda, type that in. Shantae, type, oh my, y'all gonna take Quanda's. Janelle just took the baton. Janelle, you took 4 laps yesterday. 4. Man, you on fire. Pastor preached on choices, talked about David's life. Okay, choices. Yvonne, good morning. So, y'all, I'm looking out my window. I said it yesterday. I'm looking out the window. I see the mobility bus come up. I'm like, okay, mobility bus comes up. She walked, Yvonne walking off of the bus. And she said, I guess in her words, she just wanted to pray with the bus driver. But so she starts praying and laying hands on the bus driver. Good God Almighty. Bus driver got hands laid on. Didn't come in the building, but tell him Quanda's only a test. But she laid hands. Then Friday, Julian prayed with someone and talked with them and brought her into the building. My God. Tiffany, it's only a test. It's only a test. Listen, my pastor hugged me and whispered in my ear, I had my eyes on you. She said, you are locked and loaded. Ah! Thank God for discipleship. It brought me back home. Ah! Your pastor, see what her pastor, Apostle Karen should be sending me a message saying, thank you, Pastor, for what you did to my member. Stephanie, I pray you told her it was discipleship. Pastor Karen, Apostle Karen Bethia should be sending me a message saying, thank you. The evangelism team is doing an excellent job. Majority of the new members came from the food drive. Wow. 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 Jessica, good morning. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that, Monique. Wow. Wow. Celebrate the evangelism team. From Acts, surviving the shipwreck. Bishop Dwayne Corey Debnam. That's Paul. When Paul in that shipwreck and all those broken pieces. Is that the one he preached from, Melissa? All those broken pieces everywhere. Glory be to God. Surviving the shipwreck. I know he did his work on that, because that's the one thing you ain't gonna never talk about. Bishop Dwayne Corey Debnam. That man can preach, will preach, and has always preached. Okay, yep, that was the one. Yep, that was the one. That was the one. That was the one. Thank you, God. All right. Thanks, Pastor, for putting me on blast. You're welcome. Don't be laying hands on folk if you don't want to be talked about. Yep. All right. Good to see everybody. All right. Like I said, had me laid out. Laid you right on out. That man will preach you to the He will do just that. That's his role. All right. Everyone, Let's type in crushing quality control. Quality control. That's again, let me go back to what Monique said. We have been blessed to be able to recruit, train the evangelism team, and they went through some immense training over the summer, and it is paying off. So all I can tell you, it is paying off. And then to log on to my second church home, I'm full. You know what? Listen, you're funny. Thank you though for that. We really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. We put them through a lot of training. We put them through a lot of training for almost 2 months, actually, for just about 2 months worth of training, and it is working. It's working, and I thank God for them because they come in ready to work, and they go right to work. They make phone calls. They go to the drops. They go to other places, and they have been just working it out. So, thank God for. Good morning, Karen, for Jasmine and David Parson, part of the evangelism team, and we're gonna be bringing on more because we're trying to overpopulate. Somebody say overpopulate heaven. Monique, we're trying to overpopulate heaven. We will, not going, we will. God gonna tell us to stop. He's just gonna say, just stop, please. People gonna be sitting Indian style on the chairs are gonna go all the way up to the. We barely gonna have an aisle. We'll make some room over here in this corner. Yeah. Overpopulate heaven. That's our goal. Overpopulate heaven. God just gonna tell us to stop. Good morning, Deaconess Patina. All right, y'all. We are on the second chapter. We're on page 17. We're on the second chapter, page 17. Quality control. Okay. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. That's what we on, y'all. That's the trek we on. We are going to change the world. Let them, the Shiloh effect. Don't start the Shiloh effect. Man, that Shiloh effect and that let them took this building out yesterday. That Shiloh effect and let them took this building out. That 11:30 was not to be played with. Do you hear me? All right, I know I'm going to get into the book. Everybody, Candace, y'all need a shirt line for all these good phrases y'all come up with. Overpopulated heaven, God has to tell us to stop. That's good. That's good. Shiloh effect changed my life. My God. Let me tell you this. This was the first point I made yesterday when I told them to hold the door open for them. Can y'all write that down for me, please? I'm going to go to the second chapter. Hold the door open for them. Hold the door open for them. I'm gifting my daughter to let them there. Get it for them, Tara. Chanel, stop. We can't even move. Chanel screaming out 24 days. Just stop. Just stop, y'all. Please. Hold the door open for them. What do you do when you hold the door open? What do you do when you hold the door open? You accelerate. Listen to me, Melissa. You heard it yesterday. You accelerate the exit of the expired. Oh my God, yo, this is crazy. Terry, good morning. You accelerate the exit of the expired. Hold the door open for him. Good morning, Thomas. Let them go. "24 days. So Devin and I came up with an acronym. It's called TSE, the Shiloh effect. Okay, Fatina, just go for what you know. My God, just put them all up, Fatina. Just put them all up. Good morning, Anissa. Fatina just gave you the whole sermon. Just put them all up, Fatina. Eliminate the external hindrances that have been hampering your progress. Invest in what has remained to guarantee victory at every level. My God. Tracy, good morning. TSE, the Shiloh effect. Woo! 24 days. Tracy Robinson, 24 days. You got to grab a hold of what is going on. 24 days. The Shiloh effect. Invest in what has remained. TSE. Shiloh effect. 24 days. Good God. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna go too much into that, y'all, because we can be here all day long. The Shiloh effect. Good morning, Kiana. I came in at the right time. I need this message. Kiana, grab hold of it, Kiana, please. Please, if you hold on tight. Somebody type in there, hold on tight. I need somebody to really get this. Hold on tight. Please don't let go. You're too close. Type it on there, hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on like your life depends on it, because it does. Tight. Because Yvonne just gave you your word. It's already working. You can't see it, don't mean it's not happening. Just because you can't see it does not mean it's not happening. Okay, so Karen, I'm glad you asked the question. Devin's daughter, Shiloh, passed. She lived for 24 days. Okay. So I had to preach the sermon preach the eulogy on Saturday. And the eulogy talked about how Shiloh in 24 days did more than most people did their whole lifetime. And so what God told me to call it is the Shiloh effect. Things that's supposed to take years is going to take days. 24 days, the Shiloh effect. People never came to church because of Shiloh. People that didn't even want to come to church came to church because of Shiloh. It's the Shiloh effect. Somebody call Fatina Tyler. If you need the number, I'll give it to you, and tell her to calm down. That's the Shiloh effect. TSE had this place going 24 days, Karen. You got to believe it. You got to hold on to that. Hold on to that. Kiana, hold on to that revelation, please. Just hold on to that. What took years is only going to take days. TSE. Don't forget 7. It's actually 8 members. It wasn't 7. Y'all saw 7, but then another young baby walked in the class. Walked in the cafe. Yes, it was 8. It was 7 last week, 8 this week. The Shiloh effect. Woo! What took us years to grow this ministry is going to take. Oh my God! Oh my God! What took us years to do is only going to take days in this season. As we all came to terms with Sarah's revelation, overflow. No, don't forget Lisa. Don't forget Elder Lisa. Permanent overflow. Please don't forget the permanent. Please don't forget the permanent. Please don't forget the permanent. And Sandra Bryant, she's in our Thursday discipleship class. Sandra Bryant gave her testimony about her job. And why was your job all over the news this week? And I thought about you. Your job all over the news. Permanent overflow. Well, I believe I struggled with how to function in the midst of such feeling of powerlessness. Sandra, you better preach. I can't even read because we got non-members telling us New Kingdom Faith, God's favor is in this. Every member of New Kingdom Faith, better declare New Kingdom Faith, God's favor is in this place. Declare it, decree it, Sandra Bryant. Don't mess with God's people, Sandra. Tell them, don't mess with God's people. You mess with God's people, we're going to move you up out of here. That's what happened with Sandra. They messed with the wrong one and got them jokers up out of there. They got moved permanently. Am I right, Sandra? I'm talking. Renata, I'm not going to even talk to you about that little statement you made because you know what you're supposed to do. Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone. Don't mess with God's people. You messing with the wrong people. And God just moved people out of the way. Renata's been here 3 weeks straight. She's never done that. Never. Something's happening. That 9:30 fits her perfectly. She's an army girl, so she loves early morning. Okay. While I believe thoughtful consideration is essential for wise decisions, there was no due diligence I could discern that could change this situation. Okay, I'm on page 17. I had to come to terms with a new reality. One I had not foreseen or could have ever imagined. Losing my mother, and especially in a way that required me to lose her both before and after her breath, and suddenly feeling like I lost Sarah to a world intent on taking her from me. I felt buried in grief. Buried in grief. T.D. Jakes is telling you, listen, Kiana, please listen to me. I don't care if you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. Listen to me. God has a plan. Can somebody type that in this morning on this holiday, on this Indigenous People Day? God has a plan. Oh, yeah, we praying and looking forward for our revival, Bishop John David. We coming. Don't worry. We coming. God has, Bishop John David, you got to know God has a plan. Oh, that's big, y'all. God has a plan. Denasia, God has a plan. When you feel buried, like you can't even stand up because all the weight that you're carrying, get to an altar, shift the weight, Kendra Thomas, shift the weight back to God. Get to the altar and lay all of that weight on him. That's why I say you come to this altar here at New Kingdom, your life will, if you give it the time, your life will completely change. Good morning, Kim Collins, Reverend Collins. Good morning to you. I'm not one to wallow in self-pity, but when I experienced that 1-2 punch to my soul, I could only sink into the quicksand of my sadness. Sherry, God has a plan. I asked him a question. I asked him this question, Deacon Karen Carter. I asked him this. What if your prayer does not match his plan? Oh, Lord, help us in here. Kiana, we all prayed for Shiloh to get healed. We all had visions of Shiloh running around the church, Devin and Brandy bringing Shiloh home. We all had that vision. We had it. That was our prayer. Hundreds of people were praying for her. Then God told me to ask this question, Melissa. What if your prayer does not match his plan? Woo! My. Kendra Thomas. That's big. That's big. That was not part of his plan. So you know what scripture gave me, Melissa Dillard? He gave me the scripture in the Garden of Gethsemane. Lord, if it is thy will, take this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, your will be done. Jesus' prayer was not to drink from that cup, but that was not God's plan. What if your prayer is not a part of God's plan? So many nights I stared out the window of my home, seeing in the darkness nothing but the reflection of my own glittering tears as they coursed down my face. I usually prefer, Denasia, to take constructive action in the midst of any mistake, mishap, or misadventure, Kelsey, but my new reality left me drained of my determination. I need to talk to that person on here. Can y'all all intercede? I need everybody to intercede because there's somebody on here that they've gone through a mistake, a mishap, or misadventure, and it has now become their new reality. Renee, good morning. They are sitting in a reality that they didn't plan for. They're sitting in a reality they didn't pray for. They're sitting in a new reality that they wish never even happened. And the last thing they want to do is hold on. The last thing they want to do is try to go through it. But we need to pray right now, because that person is on this live. They may not even be talking. They may not even be on the chat, but they're listening. And God sent them on this live to help them to understand that he has a plan. Be patient. Wait it out. Wait it out. Kendra, this is what I want you to write down, Kendra Thomas. Don't know you. Probably seen you. May know you, may not. This is what I want you to write down. Stop. Listen. Reset your mindset. Then win. Stop. Listen. Reset your mindset. Win. God is speaking on this live today. He's speaking on this live today. Write it out, Kendra. Stop. Listen. Reset your mindset. Then win. I ain't say complain. I ain't say murmur. I ain't say wallow in your grief. I said stop, listen, reset your mindset, win. Woo! God has a plan. Somehow, I could not abandon my calling to facilitate faith in the lives of others. My assignment won't let me. But I also could not understand why God had allowed these two soul-numbing events to transpire and so close to each other in time. I felt like a spiritual navigator who no longer had the personal GPS he had come to rely on. Instead, I had to return to something much more basic and fundamental, a trailblazer once again gazing at the stars for direction. Oh, that's Kendra. Okay. All right, that's Kendra with her mother, Sherry. All right, thank you, Kendra. Now I know who you are. So Fatina had to correct me on the live. I mean, on the live. She just corrected me. Put me out there. Pastor, you don't even know your own members. Get it together. Get it together. Just correct me. I'm all right. I'm good. Thank you, though, Kendra. Thank you for writing that. Jakes, in this season of his life, was literally gut punched at the same time with two issues that he did not want to have to deal with, especially not at the same time. I was preaching, teaching, and leading others while I struggled to navigate through deep emotions that were grossly uncharted. You going through something that is when he said grossly uncharted, that means you going through a place you've never been before, and you don't have any help, you don't have any resources to guide you through what you're going through, because you never even heard anybody going through what you're going through. See, what I've learned in this thing called ministry and as a pastor, what I've learned, Kendra, is this. What I've learned is most of y'all will not tell most people what you're really going through. You don't have nobody to guide you. You don't know, because you've never seen anybody go through what you've seen before. It's uncharted. So you're not going to tell everybody all that you're going through. It was at that stage of my personal development that I found myself being planted. My outer shell was beginning to rot away so that what God placed in my core would begin to flourish. Oh, God Almighty. Look at this, Chanel. That outer shell that's beginning to rot away, that one mass, all that people see is about to evaporate, be eliminated, so the core of you can flourish. Type in there, I know who you are. I had to preach that to y'all at 9:30. I know who you are. Why you preaching that to us? Because you've been hiding. Why are you hiding so much? What are you hiding for, Renata? Why does nobody really see the authentic you? What are you ashamed of? I know who you are. If you are making it here at 9:30 in the morning, there's something. I'm not trying to put nothing out there for 11:30, folks, because I know y'all just as good. But if you're pressing your way at 9:30 and this ain't even your church, I know who you are. You are somebody that want to get real close to God, and you hear God telling you something. Oh my. You hear God saying something to you that you really haven't told anyone. Why are you hiding? What are you afraid of? Who are you afraid of? That's what our Bishop Johnson told me yesterday. Come out of hiding. Who are you hiding from? Because I know who you are. I've seen this pattern before. So it goes. But I knew Decora, my pain is used for someone else's game. Stop hiding, Fatina. Be your authentic self. Everybody, I'm sorry, y'all new. We're reading The Crushing by T.D. Jakes. I'm on chapter number 2. I'm on page 18. Stop fighting with the inner me and clear my ears to hear from God. You know what the Holy Spirit just revealed to me? You're hiding from your authentic self. You're hiding from it. You've already seen you. Oh my, can I tell y'all this? Let me tell y'all this. You've already been given the vision of who you are. You have been, God revealed to you the teaching, the preaching, the revelation, the healing, the laying on of hands, all these things, you've seen it. You've seen it. You've seen you doing it. You've dreamt it, but you're hiding from it. You already seen it. You're not hiding from that enemy. You hiding from your authentic self. And I'm talking good to somebody right here. You've done it a few times, but you don't really want to do it anymore because you're afraid. You're hiding from your authentic self. It makes you feel so uncomfortable. You don't like people looking at you. You don't want something. Oh my God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You don't want to give them something else to talk about you about. So you're hiding from your authentic self. You're hiding from your assignment. You're hiding from your gift. Just hiding. Whew, Lord help me. But I knew this would be a process. One that would try my patience again and again. Even as I knew Sarah must carry her baby 9 months in order for it to develop and mature enough to deliver. Good morning, Tyra. I struggled to understand how we would all endure the journey from that day on the porch into the moment in the delivery room when the cries of the newborn will punctuate our celebration of his or her arrival. So we got Rick and Fatina doing love letters on my chat. Anyway, all the things I got to deal with. How could I endure pushing through the cold, dark ground until then? How long would I have to cry into the darkness? How would I get through this time? How you want to get through this time? How you going to get through this time? He's come through so many times. He's come through so many times. How you going to get through this time? The next chapter, I'm on page 19 now. Hurry up and wait. That's for y'all right there. Thank you. Can somebody thank Bishop T.D. Jakes for this? This is your statement right here. Hurry up and wait. Despite knowing that any new creation requires time, I still struggle in the moment. But as Thanksgiving approached and I began to plan my contribution to the major meal for our family gathering, I realized that I would rather wait than rush. I would rather wait than rush. So, of course, I shared with y'all our visas didn't come through yet, so we have to wait. God has taught me in the years, waiting has become my blessing. I've learned how to wait versus trying to carry the weight of rushing. Waiting, listen to this. Dokia, make sure I'm saying your last name right. Dorcora, first name Dorcora. Waiting will become your weapon. Jessica, waiting has become your weapon. Good morning, Shayna. Woo. I had a one of our prayer partners on the live on our at 5 a.m. prayer, his house burned down completely to the ground. Burnt down. He's in Florida. And if any of y'all know anything about the insurance in South Florida, it is terrible. The process they make you go through is unbelievable. Year after year after year, he waited and waited. His mother grew up in that house. His mother, close to 100, I think she was like 98, 99, died last year. House still wasn't being built. House still wasn't being built. Just last week, the insurance company declared the check is in the mail. Last week. Just today, Kendra, the check is in the bank. But it took him 4 years to get that check. Waiting became his weapon. Sing, Shayna. Whatever you're waiting on, God's going to deliver it. Let waiting become your weapon. I feel God on this one. Here we go. All right. You see, anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely love to cook. Whenever I have leisure time, I head to the kitchen. I have a few rules. This is for all the cookers. I know y'all love this. One is I don't like to follow recipes, savoring instead the culinary creativity that must motivate master chefs. My other requisite is a group of family and friends to indulge my endeavors, and they must be hungry. If you are a cook and you love cooking, the one thing you must have is people that like to eat. You don't want to be around anybody that just want to nibble on this, nibble on that. No, you want to be around people that love to eat. All right, so it's a person on this live. We have this little thing about Sam's Club has where they have a very thinly cut slice of ribeye steak, very thin. Just very thinly cut, and it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So what I've learned, I'm not a cook. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that cook. I'm not that guy. What I've learned, okay, is that you throw that ribeye, thin one, in an air fryer for 9 minutes, it's over. Anybody that likes steak, that's just me. Some of y'all don't like it. That's fine. I get it. Y'all don't do the red meat. I get it. Some of y'all vegetarians, I get that too. More power to you. You throw that ribeye in, Stephanie, I'm telling you, you throw that ribeye in at Sam's Club, get it from Sam's Club. You throw it in there for 9 minutes, 4 minutes on one side, another 4 minutes on another, it's over. Here he go with the air fryer. Now my daughter gonna get on me. That's funny. It's over. It is over. It'll be the best steak you ever had in your entire life, I guarantee you. Jakes is talking about eating and making sure you come hungry. TSE. Don't. The air fryer anointed, one of the best inventions. Come, when you ready to eat, you coming hungry. When you ready for, I'm telling you, that's how you supposed to be when you come in to the house of God. You come ready to eat. What I've taught, good morning, Teresa Hall, you won't even need A1. You don't. Listen to me like this, what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying to you. When you come into the house, come hungry. Oh, I'm teaching the men and women of New Kingdom. Don't come in here just sitting at the table. Come ready. Stephanie Lockett, don't start. Kelsey, don't start. Don't come just sitting at the table. Come ready to eat. Jesus. Because if you come hungry and you come to the right place, you're going to get fed. There are a few churches on here that know their pastor knows how to put together a good meal. There's just a few people on here. They got a few churches on here who know that when they come to the house, they come hungry and they're come hungry. Tell your neighbor right now, come hungry. Come hungry. So let's keep reading, y'all. A few polite bites is an insult. I love to cook for people who loosen their belts when they're eating and consider their grunts and lack of choice manners to be the greatest compliments, along with asking for seconds and thirds, of course. What'd you say? Denasia said, bring a plate. Jesus. Tell him, Denasia, bring a plate. Don't come in here because you're not going to eat with your hands. Bring a plate. My passion for cooking meals for loved ones originated when I was growing up. Because our family didn't have much materially, my siblings and I didn't get excited about gifts at Christmas and birthdays, but we were exuberant in anticipation for the food. I remember my mother preparing and cooking food for days before Christmas. You could smell the aroma wafting throughout the house. And if you were lucky, she would allow you to lick the spoon and taste a little bit beforehand. We ain't even gonna talk about how crazy it was for us to eat cake batter or cookie dough. There's some of y'all on here and y'all know y'all probably still do it. Lick the bowl with the cake batter, the cookie dough. As a result, my wife and I now delight in showing the same love my mother put into the preparation of special meals, into the celebration we enjoy. I was the spoon licker. Man, I did everything. Spoon, bowl, everything. And still do. From all those years of watching my mother, I still taste the batter of 7-Up cake. Good Lord Almighty. Y'all losing your minds. From all those years of watching my mother prepare food for the family, and from my own limited experience in the kitchen, I realized an important lesson. Quality takes time. Can somebody type that in there for us this morning? Jamaica, type that in there. Quality takes time. while most people tend to agree with me, no one particularly enjoy waiting patiently for the turkey to come out of the oven or for the pie crust to be made from scratch. We want the quality, but we don't want to wait for it. Quality takes time. And so, as much as Fatina, as much as Kelsey and Jamaica, wanted to grow this church really fast, quality takes time. Building an audio video team from scratch takes time. Building a band, praise team takes time. Building a ministry team with elders and ministers takes time. Building an officers board from scratch takes time. Quality takes time. Building a kid zone takes time. You can just throw, I was at Pastor because I wanted things to look good real fast, just throwing things together, just putting people in place, making everybody a leader that had no leadership skills at all, which created an absolute disaster. Quality takes time. Have a ministry now, building a hospitality team, building a hospitality ministry. It takes time. So understand that you're going through something that God is preparing for you. He's just not going to throw it together. It has to be quality. It takes time. I dare you to go back. Listen to me. I dare you to go back and think about the last thing you rushed into. Oh, that was right. The core, you're absolutely right. I remember that one too. You remember the last thing you rushed into and the disaster it turned out to be? I literally just gave someone, I just triggered someone. Somebody just literally had a flashback. That last thing you rushed into that literally was a disaster. Some of you are still reaping the consequences of a rush moment. Annie Brown said it was catastrophic, a complete mess. Good morning, Nene. Good morning. Rushing in with the wrong people. So here goes. As I look around, as I look around, it doesn't take much to see. Look at this. It don't take much to see that the current generation is accustomed to fast food, instant information, new friendships at the click of a button. Because of such immediate results, we ignored the diminishing quality of those things we receive instantly and our subsequent lack of appreciation for them. Our desire for instant gratification has ushered us to the point that we sacrifice excellent quality because of the difficulty and the time it takes to produce it. I called it the microwave effect. Y'all remember so much stuff, man. I be reading so much and saying so much. Y'all be reading and remembering everything. Planting with patience. Considering the amount of work it takes to produce a great meal reminds me of the way we discovered and utilized what God had placed on the inside us, the core gifts, talents, abilities, preferences unique to our Creator's design. Throughout our lives and amid the diverse variables of our particular environment, the same God who placed those seeds and gifts within us seek to cultivate, listen to me, and harvest his initial investment in order to multiply it even more. So look at this, y'all. All right, Jamaica, you preaching now. God is saying all of what he planted in you, he seeks to cultivate, harvest it, and multiply it over time. Our Maker wishes to see these eternal seeds and latent talents grow, mature, and bring forth abundant fruit used for something more. You have been made for something more. That's right. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And you know who you probably are. You've been made for something more. I love the fact that he said multiply, but we have expressed or have been told that we are in the realm of exponential. What you're doing now is not the end of you, nor is it your final assignment. I've been made for more. Please type that this morning. I've been made for more. Exponential. Multiplication is good, but exponential is so much better. Because God is the originator of everything in us, and because we are created in his image, it makes sense that he desires to see his creativity exercised in his creation. Denasia, if the cycle of nature calls for us to reproduce after our own kind, we logically see the same inclination in the Creator, who set this cycle in motion. His intention is for the seeds placed in us to grow, develop, mature, and maximize our growth. Now, I need to say this. What I believe Jakes is saying right here, I didn't say this the last time I read this book, but what I believe he's saying, Chanel, we typically reproduce, not typically, this is what we do. We reproduce after our own. Okay? We're humans. We produce humans. Humans don't produce cats, don't produce dogs. Humans produce humans. Apples produce apples. Come on, somebody. Everything reproduces after its own. So if the Bible declares, let us make man in our own image, who will we reproduce from? Somebody get ready to run around. Somebody about to run. Somebody's about to run. Somebody's about to run. Somebody's about to run. If nature reproduces after its own, and the Bible declares, let us make man in our own image, then who did we come from? Man, man, man. God told the world, let us make man in our own image. We were made in the image of God. Then we should be producing like him. We should be doing, we should be performing, we should be producing what he's been producing. Why are we settling? Why are we settling, Shayna? Are we producing more like him? Are we calling things that are not as though they are? Everything that he's able to produce, we should be Pastor, oh my. Everything that God did, we should be able to do. I'm listening, I'm just telling y'all, if you look at these prophets, these great prophets, when Moses went up to that mountain and he heard God, he started sharing, he started doing all these things he heard God tell him. What are you hearing God tell you to do that you refuse to do? You called to produce. And I'm not just talking about reproduce. I'm not just talking about having children. You're here to call things out that are not as though they are. You're literally call things to life. Woo! You're called to have dominion over everything you touch. Doesn't mean we lord over anybody. That just means we're literally in a position to literally be used by God to literally do whatever he needs us to do. We are his vessels, his instruments to be able to bring the kingdom here on earth. Kendra, you like that? Yeah, I kind of like that one too. We are, oh my gosh. Let us make man in our own image. That's why Jesus made this statement, Jamaica. You will be able to do even greater works than these. That's what Jesus said. All the things that Jesus did, we should be doing. Jesus told Peter, go to that fish, get that coin out of his mouth, and pay our taxes. Everything you need, you already got access to. So what are you worrying about? What are you crying over? Why are you mad because they left? Let them. Okay. I told them, and if you're on the line, please don't get mad at me. I told them yesterday, Shayna, let them leave. You have to accelerate the exit of the expired. Let them. Your problem was, this was part of my sermon yesterday, your problem was or is you have lowered your standard to keep the peace. And now that you've lowered your standard, you're frustrated because now you're becoming something that you're not. Just to keep peace. You've lowered the standard to keep peace for something or someone who has already made up in their mind that they're not changing. They've already made up in their mind. I'm not changing. Let them. That let them theory. I told y'all about that book. I'm telling you, it is changing lives. It is changing lives right now. So let me keep reading. Our current world, however, demands harried, produced results. And many of us have despised the day of small beginnings found in seeds. I think the evangelism team has been, I think it's since May. We've just been planting and planting and planting and planting and planting, just doing whatever we can, just keep planting seeds, getting turned down, getting rejected in the rain, all that kind of stuff. Just doing everything. It was small beginning. It's a small beginning. It's a very small beginning. But you can't harry results. In fact, it is a fact that seeds take time to grow. I'm reading on page 21. You do not plant a seed today and expect a harvest tomorrow. We don't exercise the patience to wait and watch and wait some more. So what he's telling you, watch and wait some more. Watch and wait some more. Do not rush this process. There's somebody on here, Miss Ross, listen to it. Don't try to rush the process. The process is in place to ensure that what God is trying to get out of you comes out of you. Be patient, but patience may be the ultimate source of quality control for what God is simmering in your soul and cooking up in your life. The real mystery of God is hidden in the beauty of the seed. Look at this. I love this. I did not see this. The mystery of God is hidden in the beauty of the seed. Oh my God. Have you ever seen what a seed looks like? Can I tell you that some of y'all are in your seed season? Okay, I'm putting that in there for myself. I'm in my seed season. Because in your seed season, you won't look like that in your harvest season. What you look like now will not be what you look like in your future. If you look at an orange seed, if you look at any seed, it does not look like the harvest. Oh my God, Fatina, that's so good. Thank you for that. Your beauty is hidden. Your gift is hidden. Everything, Tara, about you right now is hidden in your seed. Woo! And I'm not talking about what you are planting. I'm talking about you, Denasia. You are in the seed. I'm not talking about the seeds you planting over here. No, I'm talking about you are in your seed season. Oh, that's real good. Miss Jackie, you're not only gonna bloom, you're gonna blossom and you're gonna multiply. Oh, yeah, Chanel, that's major. We didn't see this last time. We didn't see this last time. That we are in a seed season, and the beauty of us is hidden in the seed. Yvonne said, I feel the Lord. Wow, that's good. And it is and revealed, Arnisha, in his wonderful use of the growth process. This process that you're going through will ultimately produce the beauty within. But you got to go through the process. We are compromised. So if we abort the development process, we are compromising the power of the promise God has placed within us. After all, the process of a seed becoming what it is promised is underlining realization of our destiny. What I think I see in my life, I need to be deep in the dirt for me to blossom. Oh my God. Anisha, Jesus. My. Now, you got to go in deep, because the roots that's going to have to grow from you is going to have to grow in deep, because your destiny is going to require that you go up higher than most. Okay. I'm a firm believer that everyone does not produce the same. They just don't. There are people that's going to be okay with just being saved and getting into heaven. And then there are going to be some of us that want to get saved and overpopulate heaven. And in order for that to happen, you're going to have to stay in your seed season for a long time, because God has to get out of you more than he's ever gotten out of some people ever. So it's going to feel like, listen to me, it's going to feel like you've been in your seed season for a long time, because you know what? You really have. So you're going to be in the dirt for a while before anything remotely that looks like growth It's going to happen. Let me tell you, I was at, like I said, Morning Star for a long time. And Shayna, the dirt is protection. People will walk on and spit. Storms will come. Winds may blow. The dirt will protect me, keep me in the dirt until I'm ready. Anisha just lost her mind. Keep me in the dirt until I'm ready to come out. The dirt protects. It hides. Oh, you forgot that part, Anisha. It hides you. Woo! It protects you. It shields you. It covers you. Tiffany, keep me in the dirt until I can handle the conditions. Dakora, you talked about Bible study. Is this enough study for you? I mean, I don't know. We've been on this for an hour and a half. We do this every morning, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is enough for you. Good morning, Val. Wow, that's good. Keep me in the dirt until I can handle the condition. See, some of y'all now understand why you've been in the dirt for so long. Why you've been in the dirt for so long. It nourishes you. It keeps you alive until you're ready to handle the conditions. Oh, that was big. From Arnisha to Tiffany, that was big. You here for it, Kendra? Stay with me. Just stay with me. That's good. That's really good. Oh man, that's good. I can't. I'm in a major chokehold right now. That's good. It's fertilizer. It's the nutrients that feed you, even when you covered. You being fed. Cause that's the kind of God you serve. Okay, y'all gonna have me stay on this for too long. Let me. Oh, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Taking one step in the right direction towards your destiny right now does not equal you seeing your future in all its glory tonight. Just because you take one step in the right direction, you started getting I love this Bible study. It truly sets the tone for my day. Thanks, Pastor. Breakfast for my soul. You're right. I'm telling you, just because you took you started going in the right direction, you started reading, you started listening to morning motivation, you started coming to church, everything ain't gonna change right away. Everything ain't gonna change right away, Decor. You have to allow your inner beauty to be flourished, to be nourished, to be covered, to ensure you're ready to handle the conditions of your assignment. I wasn't ready for all of y'all when I first started. I would have been in a mental institution if all of y'all came to the church at one time. I had to grow into the somebody say grow into your assignment. I had to grow into this. I thought I was ready. I really did. I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready for all of this. I thought I was ready for the band. I thought I was ready for the audio video. I thought I was ready for all the ushers. I thought I was ready for the congregation. I thought I was ready for this. I wasn't ready. You have to grow in. I thought I was ready for the African mission trip, the India trip, all of that. You got to grow into your assignment. Woo! Grow into it. Don't try to manipulate your way to the top, because the moment you get there, you're going to see how lonely it really is, and you're going to mess people up. And that is what happened. People got to the top and didn't know how to handle the assignment, didn't know how to handle the position, and messed people up. Cover me, Lord. Anisha, I need you to put the brakes on today. You got too much too fast, and you weren't spiritual enough to handle the warfare. And the warfare kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And you fussing at everybody, thinking that they're the problem when you were overwhelmed, where you were not ready for the assignment. Still not ready. You thinking you ready. I know I did. I know I did when I know I'm ready. No, I wasn't nowhere near ready. I was barely able to handle 10 people. I ain't know how to handle staff full of people. I ain't know how to handle all that. You got to grow into your assignment. Y'all, this is good. This is a good teaching this morning. Taking one step in the right direction towards your destiny right now does not equal you seeing your future in all its glory. Who we are, the fruit we are meant to produce, and the wine into which God transforms us requires more and deserves more than to be rushed by a microwave mindset that will yield underdeveloped results. If you try to move too fast, you will produce underdeveloped results. All right, y'all. That was good. That was real good. That was really, really good. Thank you for this. Y'all listen, keep us in prayer for our visa so they come through, so we can set our schedule for our flight out. But we're going to be anxious for nothing. Like I said, we're going to stay in the dirt. We'll just stay in the dirt until it's time for us to come out. Amen, somebody. Just stay there in that seed season, in that dirt, until you are able to handle all the conditions that come with you blossoming. Yes, Decor, you can go back on our YouTube channel, go to New Kingdom TV on YouTube, and you can watch. You have a good day too, dear. You can watch all of them. This thing been going on for over 3 years. We're ready to go into year 4 in March. All of them are on there. Listen, have a blessed and powerful day, everybody. God bless. See y'all tomorrow.